Disclaimer. These reaction videos are for educational and entertainment purposes only. These videos will not impact any of the PC reviewers or the community. This is just a reaction video that we're putting out, and we're digging deep into the past of these reviewers, how they became so successful, and we're going to bring it out right here on JJ's PC Builds. So do stay tuned for the video. Well, everybody, welcome back. Today is going to be the day we're going to do something different. And this is going to be on Sundays of every week, just to let you know. And it's going to be our first reaction video right here on JJ's PC Builds. We're going to go ahead and look into the past and do a rewind. This is going to be a reaction video rewind. And we're going to do this for quite a while and go from the past to the present. So you're going to have to stick around and see what's going to happen. And we're going to highlight some of the, not so much highlight, we're going to take and review the whole video. And at the end, I'll tell you and give you my thoughts. Well, hell, I'm just going to take and all the way through the video, give you my thoughts. So this way, when we get to the end, I'll give you my final analysis and then let you know what I think about the video. And if I like the video so much, I'll even show you that I give it a thumbs up on the video. So let's go ahead and jump into what the video is going to be today. And I think we're going to take and go back into the past of Jay's 2 cents. So let's dig into the video. And also too, in the description of the video that I'm going to review today, I will leave it down there. So that way you can watch the video if you want. That's up to you. But you can give it some thumbs up. Let them know that, you know, you watched this video. So let's go ahead and just jump into it and get it started and see where we come up with. So here we go to the action screen. Looks like we're digging all the way back to 11 years ago. Who is J2 Cents? Come and find out. Well, we're going to find out. Let's go ahead and just cue the video up and see what we get.
I want to welcome you to my new channel, formerly Jay's VFX, now Jay's 2 cents. And the reason for the change is I discovered I have so much more that I can actually offer the YouTube community when it comes to my technology knowledge, my personal career and my life path, and the things I know are so much greater than video effects. I know laptops, cell phones, computers, tablets, building computers, custom water cooling, gaming, both console and PC. I've pretty much done it all in my 31 years. So I wanted to make a change. I wanted to kind of reclassify myself in the community here as somebody who you can come to get advice, technology opinions, and just general reviews when it comes to anything digital, whether that be cameras or games or consoles, cars, doesn't matter. Bring it to me. I can give you everything you want to know about it. And if I don't know, I will find out and I will give you an unbiased opinion. Some would actually...
Well, I do think that's cool that he does that. Going back 11 years ago, giving that kind of advice to everybody, I think that is pretty cool. Because you don't get that advice now these days because, you know, you get your consumer always looking for that person to give you that kind of advice. You know, I see it day in and day out. I got a couple of my subscribers always asking me, you know, points about, you know, how to go about PCs and stuff like that. And, you know, I do the same thing. So, you know, I think it's pretty cool that, you know, when you start off down in the beginning, I don't know if this is his beginning video, but I'm going back 11 years and this is the kind of advice he's giving to everybody. So let's go ahead and just jump back into the video.
Actually say that I have a little bit of a technology addiction, I don't know what they're talking about. I don't think that I have a technology problem.
Wow, that's just like the whole skew, just from point A to point Z right there. Oh my God. That's a lot of technology. Hey, don't feel bad. I got about the same here. I got like 5 or 6 computers here. I got like 2 cell phones, a laptop, and stuff like that. Wow. I mean, you never know what you find until you find it. And there's always some new piece of technology out there. So let's get back to the video.
My therapist actually says I'm getting better. I'm getting much better at it. But anyway, besides that, a little bit about me. Most of you probably don't know who I am, but based on the community, I hope you get to know me. I am 31 years old. I am a full-time father. I am a full-time IT engineer. And I spend my spare time where I can, gaming. First and foremost priority is my wife and daughter and my family. But you've got to learn to let loose. You've got to have some fun. You've got to be able to go out there and just do what it is you love to do from day to day. Because if you don't have that outlet, you're going to find that life is actually quite disturbing. That is a tangent. That is a rant. That is not the point of this video. I have been gaming on PC since I was 3. Started on a Commodore 64. We're talking 1984 here. 1984. How many of you were not alive in 1984?
I hate to say this, but I have. I'm over at that time. I'm like way over my prime, but I remember back in 79 when, the thought was about to come out about technology, about, video technology for computers. I remember a long time ago about that. There was a lot of talk and conception, and then you couldn't get your hands on it. I understand the aspect of where it comes with the technology. I didn't start really getting into it until 1986, but seems he's been in it quite a long time. Let's get back to the video, y'all.
Venturing to guess quite a few of you were not alive. I like PC gaming. So when it comes to PC gaming, you will discover that there are 2 sides of the fence. And there's always 2 sides of the fence, right? Console gaming, you got Xbox, you got PlayStation. Cars, you got Ford, you got Chevy, right? You got Toyota, you got Nissan. There's always going to be the same genre, yet a rift and a rival when it comes to basically that particular technology it is that you're talking about. Me personally, my rig, most people are just disgusted with the fact that I went with AMD, but then when they see my rig actually perform, they're just in shock. They're in awe. They have no idea that AMD can actually perform the way that mine does. Sure, Intel does generally blow it out of the water when it comes to a lot of head-to-head equal components comparisons, but I think the bottom line here is being the underdog when it comes to AMD and just making people go, oh my God, how did you do that? That's the best part. So I am
He's going back into the days of talking about AMD, how it was like there was a rival after that little mishap that AMD and Intel had, because understand AMD and Intel, they were partnered up at one time, and then they got into a big lawsuit, and then after that, it's just been a rival ever since. But yeah, he is right about one thing, that Intel was more skewed, wasn't more skewed toward the gaming. It was more skewed towards business and servers and stuff like that. It wasn't towards the gaming. And then when AMD broke out of its shell and they started focusing on the gaming, and then Intel started coming right behind it, trying to outdo AMD for every time that they can do. But that's just the rivalry that's been happening over a certain amount of years. So this has been going on a long time, and it still continues till today, and keeps going. So we're back to the video, y'all.
Personally running a AMD 8-core 8120. You can find all the details down in the information below. I will link information about my computer as well as the build. When it comes to PC gaming, the kind of games I like to play are usually first and foremost first-person shooters. First-person shooter I started on was actually Wolfenstein 3D back in 1991, I believe it was. I was very young, it was very gory, very graphic for its age and for its day. My mother was actually not too keen on the fact that I was playing such a violent game, but I mean, I've made it into my 30s now, and I've not gone into any crowded areas and started shooting people, so I think we're good there. So without further ado, maybe what we'll do from here is we'll just go ahead and cut over to some gaming scenes, some of my Battlefield 3 footage. Don't forget, you can watch us live stream tonight. I do regular live streams, usually on Sunday nights, with Holiday Doc from the Call of Duty MLG. Making a comeback, wait for that. Go to his channel, make sure you watch it. I will have a link in this video to his channel. Go and subscribe. I expect you to subscribe. I was probably a little demanding. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be so pushy. I'm going to go ahead and cut on over here to some Battlefield 3 footage, and I hope you stick around for that.
Well, the thing is this. I like how he did his video in the beginning. I mean, even though my day one video doesn't look that great, but it's not that demanding to where you have to watch my video or else kind of thing. He put in some cool hints. If you're watching the video, he puts in some really cool hints about it. He just wants you to watch his video, and see what he's about, and now he's gonna get ready to show you what he's got on, what he captures on his screen as far as gameplay. I think that's pretty cool. I try to do that sometimes myself, try to get everybody to where I capture everything on my capture card. I'm really glad I paid $10 for that capture card, brand new from Amazon. It's like, it runs like a dream. So connecting other computers and stuff like that, and me learning how OBS works, and it's just been really a blessing at this point. So let's go ahead and just jump back into the video and see what else he's got cooking.
Well, here we are. Looks like we're playing Caspian Border. Now, in this game, I went ahead and decided to jump into a jet. I don't normally hop in jets, but, it's the only way you can get better at it. So I decided to follow my wingman here and attack whatever he attacks, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, he just plowed straight into the ground. So with that, I went ahead and turned back towards my base, try and regroup, see what's going on out here on the map, see where I can go and lend a hand. And I spot a tank right over here trying to cap B. Put a few rockets into him, and I got hit with a canister right off the bat, which put me down to 56%. At this point now, I'm being plugged, I'm being pinged. Little did I know, I believe I actually had a level 100 pilot on my tail. As you can see right there, I eat it, I'm dead. Jet crashes right into my own base, and a level 100 pilot takes me out. So at this point, I'm contemplating what to do next. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. Went ahead and said, oh, I see the Vipers over here. I'm a much more experienced Viper pilot, so I decided to go ahead and run on over there, see what we can do with the Viper. I was actually a little surprised that I was able to run so far and still get a hold of the helicopter all on my own. Usually the helicopter is a prime piece of equipment that's hard to get. As you can see right here, we have two enemy jets flying in wingman formation here. At that point, I didn't know what to expect entirely. I have no gunner, and taking on air-to-air as a chopper pilot is actually not entirely too difficult. And as you can see at this point, I got a squad spawned on me, so I now have a gunner. He's shooting off at ground targets on the right. I'm continuing my pursuit of the broken off wingman here. I see that I have a friendly F-18 that is taking pursuit, so my entire mission at this point is to see if I can't force some flares out of him, lend a little bit of a hand to my teammate. If I can force him to pop flares, then we got much more of a chance of actually taking him down. As you can see there, I also fired one rocket, forced a flare, fired the second rocket, and it found its target, as you can see. Unfortunately, there was no disable. So right here, I'm actually able to keep a lock on him, which is keeping the pressure up on this jet. He's making a run for back to his base. Doing a little evasive maneuver here to get low. The AA was actually taking some shots at me, and the helicopter's quite easy to take down with anti-aircraft. However, I am all the way across the map, so I'm not in too much danger here. My gunner doesn't seem to know exactly what's going on at this point. Getting locked onto ECMing. Oh, ECM had no effect. Dodge that rocket. However, I'm getting locked on once again. Not entirely too sure what's locked onto me. Taking evasive maneuvers here, trying to get low, trying to dodge this rocket. It finds its mark. I dodge that rock, I put her down. Gunner bails out, hop out. Since I am an engineer, I'm gonna repair this helicopter and we're gonna get this sucker back in the air as soon as we can. I don't expect my gunner to actually come back. I think he thought we were done for. Little did he know we survived, and we're putting the sucker right back up in the air, right back into the action. Unfortunately, I was kicked from this server right at this moment since there was a reserved slot and a reserved person was joining. So I found myself another server, got right back into the helicopter, immediately located my next target, and off we went. See an enemy straight out ahead.
See, I wanted to pause that for a minute. You know, I wanted y'all to think about what he just said. Server. So basically, you know, when you play in online games, it's taken quite a load off of your system back then, you know, but back then, you know, in your 80s and your 90s, you know, you had DSL, you know, and you had dial-up and DSL back then, and, you know, and then cable come about to where you got faster speeds and stuff like that. But, I mean, to today that you got super speeds, I mean, back then you'd be lucky to get, you know, 8 megabytes of download and like 2 megabytes of upload. You know, it was really crazy back then. Let's get back to the video.
Ahead at this point, since I have no gunner, all I can do is once again force flares on this jet, hope he comes into range, try and get a quick lock on this guy, set off some missiles. Realizing that he's down now, I switch over to this bogey here flying straight at us, chasing my F-18. Let off 2 missiles, he flares, but they still make contact with him, forcing him to break off. He turns around, flies straight back towards base. My wingman turns, continues pursuit, and at this point I start searching for ground targets. I see tracers coming from the AA over here. I'm going to put a couple of rockets into him. They find their target. Unfortunately, now I'm aiming low. He's locked onto me. He's shooting me with his Gatling gun. I'm getting low, out of range, and I am making my way back to base. While heading back to base here, I have nothing really in my mind other than to get out of firing range, stay low. Something's hitting me. I have no idea where it's coming from. Looking at the radar, I see I've got a jet behind me. He's flying away. Considering the fact there's nothing on the radar, but I'm still being hit, and the low trajectory of the trace rounds, I'm assuming it's the AA on the opposite hill still attacking me. Looks like we got a bogey and a friendly right here engaged in a dogfight. I'm going to try and lend a hand, see if I can't force that flare again. Maybe get lucky and actually get a hit on this. Oh, I'm being locked on. ECM got the kill. Both rockets find their target. And that, folks, is how you take out a jet with the Viper. Starting the celebration a little too soon. I'm locked on. ECMs are not taking effect. I switch to the gunner seat, put out a flare. I get collided into by a jet. We're going down. We're going down. We got to set her down, see if we can't repair this. Stay low, stay out of range. Oh, the slid away from me. It slid away. It's going to explode. I think I got about 1% right here as I start my repair tool, and we bring her back alive. That was close, ladies and gentlemen. It does not get any closer than that when it comes to being shot down, landing, and repairing. Back to 100%. We're going to hop on over here, get in the cockpit, take back off, find our target, get a little revenge, see if we can.
I'm going to add real quick. I like how he's using a blowtorch just to fix his helicopter, just to get back on it. That's pretty cool, you know. I mean, if you could do that in the real world, take a blowtorch and to fix a helicopter, they would save so much money. Now let's get back to it, y'all.
I get some nemesis points here. Looking at my radar, I see I got both jets on my left. Looks to be like they're a little bit higher than me. Gotta be careful at this point as I'm vulnerable. Here we go, locking on. Forcing some flares. Turning around, going over here, helping my friendly. Seeing this SU turning back towards me. Going head on, see if I can get some rockets off before the flares. He flared, they still find their target. Locking back on. At this point he's panicking. He's trying to afterburner away. He realizes he has no flares. I got 2 rockets. I'm being locked. ECMing, breaking the lock, turning away, getting out of combat, resetting, getting my bearings. Wishing I had a gunner through all of this. Getting low, and that's the way you stay alive in a Viper. You have to know when to disengage, when to engage, when it's smart to attack. And know your location at all times. Getting locked onto once again. Looks like it's the enemy helicopter straight ahead. He's just hovering there. He's vulnerable. He's turning away. He's not engaging. Got a momentary lock right there. Locked on. 2 missiles away. ECMs. ECMs too late. They make contact. He is trying to run away from me right here. Having a hard time locking onto that ECM jammer right there. Being shot by a jet. Put it in his face. Lock, lock. 2 missiles away. Chopper is down. Chopper is down. That's how you get up close and personal right there with a Havoc. Just put it right in their face. Getting locked onto once again. At this point, I'm not entirely sure who it is. It could be the AA on the other side of the map. Don't really care. ECM jamming, breaking the lock. It's flaring. Broke the missiles, locked on again. Use my secondary missile, shoot at him. This is going to make contact. Oh, he puts it in the ground before the missile actually makes contact. Either way, it's a kill. They're dead. I'm alive. We're happy. And that is probably one of the most fun chopper rounds I've actually played in a long time. By myself, no gunner, no teamwork. Quick switch into the gunner seat, popping out flares, popping out ECMs, taking out jets. And that, my friends, is why I play Battlefield. Thank you for watching. Hope you had fun. We'll do it again. See you soon.
So there you have it. That's me, Jay's 2 cents.
Let's see. Now we made it back to the main screen. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. It was a pretty cool video. You know, and I'll make sure also too to leave a link in the description below, which I'm doing right now. And we're copying the link to the video. So, which we did. So, we'll go ahead and add that into the description so that way y'all can see the video. If you want to look back at it again, give them a thumbs up or whatever. You know, that's the thing I didn't do. My bad. Y'all didn't see that. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the video. And we're going to go ahead and show y'all we got a thumbs up on his video. Okay, so, okay. Now, if you look right here, I got a thumbs up on his video. I thought it was pretty cool. So make sure y'all do the same. And make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on my video as well. That would be appreciated. I want to conclude the reason why I picked Jay's 2 cents as to be my video for today. I just want to let y'all know something. To me, he's been going strong for many years. He has inspired me to start my channel. You know, bring my talent out to everybody and show the world what I got. He's been, I would say, a really good mentor in the PC world to everybody. So make sure you guys subscribe to him as well and give him a thumbs up. He is the kind of person that will show you the right roads that you need to go when it comes to building PCs, installing, and everything else. Even though that I know how to do the same things, but He's got some great talent over there as well. Make sure you show him some likes on his videos. He would appreciate it. This is not a sponsored video. They're not sponsoring me. They don't know I'm making this video. But I feel that, creators don't get enough recognition in the community, period. I mean, I watch many of their videos. Actually, I watch all their videos. So, especially Jay's 2 cents. I've watched all his videos. I've put a like on all of his videos. So, that goes to show that, even though that I'm a content creator too, I'm still dedicated to show other creators, love and support as well. So, but I'm doing a reaction video every Sunday. And I've picked one person to do my reaction videos with for like the next 6 months. So if, he doesn't approve of it, I'm sure he'll leave me an email and say, hey man, I don't approve you using my videos. So, I'll leave that option open for him. And if he doesn't like what he sees, then I'll be more than happy to take down the video. See, I don't want him to think that, and I don't want the community to think that I'm bashing other PC content creators. It's not happening. I'm just giving the recognition to the creators, putting my 2 cents in there as well. And, this is not a bashing or lynching. It's just a rewind back to the past. And then moving our way forward to see where they started out at and how they got to where they are today. Like I said, I'm going to spend some time doing these reaction videos, posting them every Sunday. And I hope you all enjoy them. Sometimes they're going to be an hour. Sometimes they're going to be a half hour. Either or. Just stay to the end and see what's going to be cooking. So I'm just laying you out the markers of what's going to be going on every Sunday. And what the layout's going to be with how I'm going to do this. It's not just one creator I'm going to do this with. I'm going to be doing this with many creators to give them recognition out there because they earned that recognition. I'm new. I'm learning, and they're giving a lot of help and a lot of advice, a lot of benchmarking and everything else. I'm putting all that information out there for other creators to use. But they deserve a little bit more recognition for that fact. So I am going to put that out there. And my focus right now for the next 6 months, it's going to be on this creator here. And I hope he enjoys a blast to the past, doing a reaction rewind. So. But anyway, y'all, if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. And if you've already subscribed, welcome to the family. Welcome to JJ's PC Builds. And my veteran subscribers, as always, much love to you for all that you do help and support the channel. But until the next time and the next video, this is JJ. We will see you on the next one.